The Air Jordan 1 Travis Scott Low Black Phantom is confirmed to be dropping with Footlocker. However, the only caveat is once again, just like the last release, it's only at the LA location. If you go on your Footlocker app right now, when you're watching this video and you look inside, you will see that the raffle is live for the Travis Scott Low Black Phantom. But like I said, you're also gonna notice that it is only at the Los Angeles location. Now, if you're not in LA, do not let that discourage you, because the profit that you are gonna make on that shoe is gonna be incredible. And a lot of the times, a lot of people who hit on it on the last release, who hit on the reverse mochas, on the fragments, they were able to actually go out there. It was worth the trip to LA to go and get that shoe. So, you know me, I'm about to go ahead and tell you your best way to cop. So, Footlocker uses their own system, just like Finish Line uses their own system, and their system is called the Flex system. The Flex system is basically a raffle system. That's how Footlocker does their releases. They have everybody enter up on their app, and then they select the winners, and then boom, you reserve that shoe for store and pickup, right? So, unlike the sneakers app, there is something that you can do to control your odds. There's something that you can do. Flex gives you 100 points per every dollar you spend, right? And it is no secret that the higher your Flex points are, the bigger your account is, the more chance you have of copping, right? So if you've seen my previous videos, then you can see how I've said in the past, these systems ultimately benefit resellers, because once again, resellers spend the most money in Flex. So if I was you, I would this week go into Footlocker and buy everything that I could. Maybe it's socks, maybe it's shirts, just something to go ahead and build those points up, because once again, when it comes to the Footlocker Flex system, the points is how you're gonna succeed. Now, you've probably also heard me say this in another video, as far as where you live mattering, right? This is LA, right? And honestly, this is gonna be the whole nation, right? So I know Flex has kind of clipped those large million accounts, right? I still believe you need anywhere from 100,000 to 1,000,000 points. Honestly, that's the people that I see hitting the most now. Now, with there being 200,000 stock, bro, honestly, that's kind of confusing to me. I thought Footlocker nationwide was gonna drop this shoe, because 200,000 stock is a lot. But what that ultimately means, if you watched my video the other day, is that once again, sneakers is gonna be our best place to cop this shoe, because out of that 200,000, I think maybe 50,000 they'll sprinkle amongst the smaller shops, the smaller skate shops. I think Travis might drop the other 50 on his site, and then I think that other 100 is all gonna be on the sneakers app, right? So that's definitely our best chance to cop, if you ask me. Now, I'm gonna be live streaming the day of the Travis Scott drop. So if you want to see me cook those out live, bro, and show you how any regular person can do that, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you do not miss anything. Now, talking about that stock, once again, demand is gonna be sky high, bro. Demand is gonna be through the roof on this pair of shoes, which means once again our chances on sneakers are still gonna be difficult. However, like I mentioned in the other video, if you use multiple accounts, you ultimately increase your chances. It is a numbers game, it's a probability game, and I promise you, the more accounts you have, I promise you, I'm a living witness to this. Run more and more and more accounts and you're gonna hit. Also, like I tell you all the time, bro, just every day, every 12 hours, maybe just go browse on the sneakers app, go give yourself some activity, because look, I'm gonna tell you like this, not only do I learn from the outside, but I learn from the inside, right? Because I'm starting to get interested and starting to get serious about botting on sneakers, I can tell you that Nike has sent the kitchen sink at botters. That doesn't mean they're gonna stop botters, but what that means is that there's a lot of steps that even botters have to take to make their accounts not look like botted accounts. And so with that said, us regular people, normal people who aren't botting, should be doing the exact same thing. So that's browsing the app every 12 hours just to get yourself some activity, right? Maybe an hour before the drop, browse the app. 30 minutes before the drop, browse the app, right? Because I'm gonna go ahead and teach y'all something. There's something called bot protection that Nike does. And once again, this is me learning it from the botting perspective and just bringing this game back to y'all. A good amount of time before the drop, botters have to go in and refresh their accounts and get a fresh token. And my people with development background, website building background will know what we're talking about. But what that token is basically says this person is likely a real person. They give each account a reputation score, right? So if you have a low score, maybe your internet connection, maybe your device, something in there is telling Nike, or your activity, something in there is telling Nike, hey, this person may or may not even be a real person. Make sure you're generating activity on those accounts. If you're running multiple accounts, like I always say, make sure your IP addresses is right? Make sure you got make sure you got an account or two on your Wi-Fi, then disconnect some of those. If you have a phone with a hotspot, connected to the hotspot, you need different IP addresses. Once again, Nike is phishing. They looking for botters, bro, and you don't want to look like one. So several accounts, several queries on the same IP address is gonna get flagged as a bot sometime. Also, addresses, make sure you're slightly altering those addresses on your sneakers account if you're doing that, simply because, bro, once again, bot protection is real and they are looking for anything to cancel your order. They are looking for any way to make you look like you're not a real human being and you, sir, are just, or ma'am, are just a robot. Payment methods, right? I see a lot of people say, hey, am I able to use the same payment method? No, you're not. Well, you can enter the same payment method, but I promise you, if you check out on one, you're not gonna check out on the other one. And sometimes if you're trying to get multiples, you wanna use, different cards, right? Just so they can't, because that's pretty much an easy way to just link somebody back to something. The day of me recording this video, the Cherry 11s dropped on sneakers this morning. Let me know in the comments how y'all did. I was able to cook a couple of just requested pairs. I was actually trying out a new bot because, bro, I am ready for these Travises that's coming on the 15th. That shoe was, I'm interested to know this, and please comment this if you're watching. In my local market, I was kind of sketched out about the Cherry 11s, bro, because they've technically released 3 times now, right? And so we all know once the first wave of pairs gets on the street, the price kind of goes down, and then when it drops for real, it goes down a little more. But however, what we seen this morning was right before the drop, prices were, where they had been, and then a little bit after. Of course, the human impulsivity effect, the prices kind of rose up on those, bro. But I want to know what your local market is looking like, because some people are telling me, bro, my local market is sweet. Like, it's crazy. We're able to get those going for $350 today. And then some people are like, bro, I'm letting them go for $280 because my local market, they've already released. A lot of people already have them, right? So, man, let me know in the comments what y'all think. But it's a lot of hard stuff coming out to end the year, bro. Like, the Cherries was honestly just the cherry, you know what I'm saying? The Cherries was honestly just the beginning, bro. We got the Travises coming. We got the Chicago 2s coming. We got the Lobsters rumored to be coming, just not the special box, but just the shoe on the 20th, right? So it's a lot of stuff coming, bro, and I need you to subscribe, bro, because what I'm doing, I'm not somebody who's already got a huge, bot and set up or none of that, bro. I'm somebody who's starting just like you from the bottom and working my way up and showing you how you can do the same. So, man, Rico Gang, I love y'all, bro. Let's get it.